This thing in front of you right now will revolutionize video game reviews and bring it to new heights. Something that will help most gamers with their time and purchasing decisions. Something that will help us with our battles against woke gaming and work journalists as well. And without further ado, I present to you the How Woke Is This Game scorecard. This is a scorecard where we use a bunch of different curated criteria to tell us how woke a video game is. We will score each game based on the following. The first criteria is about DEI and race. This is the criteria where we check a game if it contains unnecessary DEI characters. Those games that force DEI way too much, particularly black characters. The next criteria is feminism. Of course it's going to be there. Does it push the feminist propaganda too much? Some examples are games with too much girl bosses, F the patriarchy vibes, I don't need a man, the making female characters ugly, especially those, which if you'd notice is one of the common trends in gaming today. Our third criteria will be the queer criteria. Basically, when a game pushes the LGBTQ ideas and propaganda way out of proportion. Some examples are games that add pronouns. I never really found any reason why any game or TV show or any medium of media should have pronouns. Also, this includes having gay, lesbian, or non-binary characters, or trans characters for that reason, especially when the story doesn't call for it. Also, when a game has men or women wearing clothing outside of their gender without any story significance, love scenes with the same sex, and of course, having pride flags, gay flags, trans flags displayed in the game. And our last criteria involves all the other propagandas, such as abortion, immigrants, eat the rich, body positivity or fat positivity, decolonization, ableism, something about disabled people and giving them representation or something like that, defund the police, and every other woke ideologies out there. Now, each category comes with their own sets of parameters. We have none if the certain criteria doesn't exist in the video game. Low if it does exist, but it's just very minimal. Maybe just a mention, maybe it's just like one scene and it's not really significant or story changing. Moderate is when things start to get obvious. This is when certain red flags start to pop out and our chosen criteria starts affecting the story itself. High is when there's just too much. It's like, for example, in the queer category, if a lot of the characters, for example, are like gay and it's really, really obvious and sometimes it may feel forced. This is the part where the developers are already pushing an agenda and it's becoming obvious. This is not just something to make the story better. They're like teaching you a lesson already. And of course, the last one is critical. When we say a game has a critical of a certain component, it's like the game was just made to push that propaganda. It's not really a game for us to play. It's like taking a lesson on accepting DEI or being inclusive or being pro-women or something like that. The entire gameplay, the entire story is wrapped around this propaganda, this ideology that they want to shove down our throats. So that's critical. A definite red flag that you need to avoid. Each corresponding box has their own corresponding points. None gives 0, low gives 1 point, moderate is 2, high is 3, critical is 4. Now trust me when I say this, if a game gets a critical mark, that's it. It's definitely woke, 100%. But if not, then we go to the final score. So we will add up all the points after we have placed our check marks, and once you get the final score, you're gonna match it to its corresponding standing. A game with a 0 points, of course, means it's woke-free. This is it. This is what we want. Usually Eastern games have this one, but who knows? If a game gets 1 or 2 points, it's okay, it's still very playable. I'm sure that whatever criteria is present in their game, it's important for the story, okay? They want to tell a story. Sure, it aligns with their point of view, but hey, they're not really pushing something down our throat, so it's fine. As long as the gameplay is fine and the story is fine. Once they get to 3 to 4 points, then it begins. 3 points is the borderline. I know the score sheet is a little unbalanced, but hey, this is how it is. The moment it crosses to 3, that's when you start to see the ideology pop out more often. Maybe in the characters, maybe in the storyline, but yeah. It's up to you to decide if the gameplay is good enough for you to continue, or maybe not. Once a game hits 4 to 9 points, this is it. Prepare to get lectured. You're going to be lectured left and right about it. They're definitely going to give it to you one way or another, mostly in the story or character design. Who knows? But yeah, 4 to 9 points, this is it. Very woke game. They probably consulted Sweet Baby Inc. at some point. And of course, at the bottom of the scorecard, if a game gets 10 to 16 points, then it's a woke fest. They didn't build that game to make a game. They built that game to push a propaganda, okay? It's basically a woke teaching, propaganda, something, and it just happens to come in the form of a game. We're talking about Concord level or Dustborn level of propaganda here. They have all the check boxes, all the criterias, and yeah, they're just out there to get you. Yep, so there we have it. This is our scorecard. We will put it to use, okay? Let's grab a video game or a couple of video games. I'll show you guys how it stands in our current scorecard as of the moment, all right?
Hey! It's a family event.
Sorry.
Now it's your turn. Using our score sheet, what score would you give Concord? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again on our next video.
And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.